Now, did Quet ever tell you that either he or someone else had wiped the car down?
Quit?
Yeah.
Nah, just told me that he had somebody to wipe the car down.
And you were testified about leaving your cell phone in there?
Yeah, I left him in the blue phone.
In the glove box. All right. But you had already went to Pressure World and done all that by the time you go back to wipe it. You
went to Pressure World and done what?
Got in your phone.
Yeah, I went to Pressure World the day, right after we shut off, like after we split up from the apartment, I went to Pressure World.
Right there. What he's saying is, right after we shot Dolph and we went, changed clothes and cleaned up our bullet wounds, I met Govan at Pressure World. Pressure World is a car wash in Orange Mound, walking distance from Govan's house. That's what Cornelius is testifying to, that Govan walked across the street, got the phone, that Cornelius' phone, out of the glove compartment box, and met Cornelius at Pressure World on the same day, not too long after they gunned down the Flipper Man. That's one strike. That's the reason why, one of the reasons why he's trying to actively get rid of Cornelius Smith, because that testimony alone shows that. Well, we're gonna break it down segment by segment, but I want to say R.I.P. rest up Desmond Rogers, who was murdered right in front of Govan's house. Shortly after, they found the white Mercedes, which was also, not coincidentally, parked across the street from Govan's house. So I don't want to hear, no, Govan didn't know, because there's two strikes right there. Let's go. True.
Same day.
When you talked about in your testimony about getting a car covered.
Yeah.
When is that in relation to when you wiped the car down?
Like, when Quinn gave me the money for the car cover, it was the same day that they had found the car. Same, like early that morning, he gave me the money for the car cover. And I was going to put it on there later on the night, but they found the car.
And just to be clear, if I remember right, you said Quet called you to say, I need you to go come over here, get money for a car cover, and go cover that car.
Him and Justin were talking about that anyway. Him and Justin were talking about that anyway.
But were you part of the were you part of the conversation between Govan and Justin to be talking about that anyway?
What you mean? Was like,
you just said he and Justin were talking about that. Were you part of those conversations?
Justin was telling him he was going to send him some cash out money to buy a car cover so we could cover.
How do you know that?
Because I went over there, I was over Govan's house, we got some pills for him and everything. Like, and we were talking about we had to get rid of this car. We were saying we need to get rid of this car, burn this car up.
And you're saying that Govan's telling you he's in contact with Justin. And
yeah.
Justin, okay. All
right. Let's update. Right there, that's another one. So on the same day, that morning before they found the Mercedes across the street in the backyard, where Govan, now check this out, had cameras watching everything. And you'll hear Cornelius testify to that in just 1 second. So he's actively watching cameras, watching out for the car, and that is the reason why Desmond Rogers got clipped right in front of Govan's house shortly after they found the car, because they damn near parked the car in the back of Desmond Rogers' yard, in Desmond Rogers' backyard. That backyard where they parked the Mercedes lines up with the back of Desmond Rogers' backyard. So backyard. So They got him clipped because he can see all the traffic and everything that was happening. He see Big Jook coming in and out. He seen both of the shooters, Cornelius, Teezy had to be there, straight drop, and a whole lot of more activity. Once again, another victim of circumstances, just being in the hood, knowing too much. And that's what's up with that. Now, you remember the video I dropped not too long ago that told, when I got that call from the penitentiary that says, did you know Govan in here walking around with us like he's locked up? We already talked about it. That means somebody is working. So why would he be working? I think I'm putting it together because I just got some new information is that Cornelius, since he knows everything, he knows a hell of a lot. Once again, why would they relocate you out of Shelby County Jail all of a sudden and then relocate your family except for one sister who wants to be in the hood all of a sudden? So Cornelius is telling who took out Teezy, Desmarauders, and Jook. Right? Now he knows and even had a role in Dolph. Sometimes it's the same killers, right? But we gonna get to that as more information comes out. Now you're looking at OG Boo there. That's what I was just finna say, right? This is the brother of Stupid Duke. That's what I was getting at. The last video I told y'all, why would they put Govan in the penitentiary with Stupid Duke? And I already showed y'all them dates. Well, this is the brother of Stupid Duke. I probably know about Young Mob, right? And you see who's standing next to all of this, right? Now you remember Flip from Houston. A lot of stuff coming out of Texas. Flip been in Memphis, just like what's the boy name from Houston that just got shot? Sauce Walker. So you know where the pipeline go, Houston go. Say less, we'll get into it. Let's get it. True.
This conversation that you had at Quet's with Jook was there. I think you said you went to buy X pills.
Correct.
You weren't going over there for the specific purpose of saying you wanted a chance at killing Dolph.
Nah.
Okay. Did you ever, during that meeting that you had with Jook and Quet present, did you ever say that you can get up on Dolph real easy because you know where his aunt lives and you see him over there at least once a week?
Nah.
Never said that?
Never said that. Like, a couple days after the shooting.
Did you tell Quet? Did you go by Quet's house?
Yeah, I had called Quick and told him that I was finna walk in their backyard so he'll know who walking over there. I ain't called him.
So you called him, you let him know, you walked through his backyard.
Not through his backyard, that I was finna walk in the backyard where the car was at.
Okay. Why would you need to tell Quet you were going to be at the car across the street?
Because he got cameras. So I ain't want him to think nobody trying to get him enough to get shooting at me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. Well, we on strike 3. Because Govan had cameras. He asked Cornelius, when you was going back over there to come wipe down the car, per Govan's orders, why did you have to call Govan and tell him that you was finna walk past his house and go in the backyard? Because he got cameras. I ain't want him to think nobody was coming at him because to make sure he won't shoot me. That means Govan has cameras pointed directly across the street from where the white Mercedes was found. And if you're looking at what I'm looking at on the screen with them teddy bears, that is the scene of when the day, a little bit shortly after they got the Mercedes, where somebody called Louis Desmond Rogers outside, and a car pulled up, jumped out, said a couple of words to him, and blew his brains out. When you see them teddy bears directly across the street, if you turn the camera, you pan the camera around on the other side of the street, that is what Cornelius is testifying to, that Govan stays diagonally across the street with his cameras pointed at the street, across the street, and down the street. So he has this murder of Desmond Rogers on camera, on tape. Listen to the testimony. Govan has this murder on tape. Now, is he using that as collateral? Bargaining chip? Ain't no way around this one. So if he has all this, and the feds and the state, you're gonna hear Cornelius testify to what Govan told him he was gonna do if the police come knocking at his door. So obviously he didn't either stash that footage or using it as a bargaining tool. It goes an angle. His house is right across the street on the left side of that Bradley sign. So wow, what's really going on, huh? Let's continue. True.
Right. Let him know what's up.
And just to be clear, does he have cameras on the abandoned house, or you're just saying shooting out from facing out from his house? Okay. But testimony today is you called Quet and told him you were going to go over there and wipe that car down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, a couple months after I sobered all the way up, while I was in jail, I sobered all the way up. I ain't in my senses, like, it was wrong.
Okay. So you got December is when you go to jail. December 9th?
Yeah, December 9th.
So a couple of months from then, you sober up, that's when you come to your senses.
Yeah, and then Justin had sent me a letter saying...
Well, I'm not asking you what Justin sent you a
I'm
letter
saying what automatically made me come to my senses and like, you know, it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? When he said, cut him loose, take Jook, and quit down with me.
Okay. So you're saying Mr. Johnson sent you something saying, he actually said he didn't do it, right?
Now, he didn't say he didn't do it. He said, cut him loose and take Jook and quit down with me because they ain't messing with us.
Oh, you mean tell the truth?
Nah.
Because he didn't have anything to do with it. Tell the truth.
Nah, he's saying me take the downfall.
Oh, okay.
And cut him loose. Let him go.
Okay.
And tell them to quit and him change clothes and quit with me instead of him.
Okay.
Did you get that kite?
Did you see him write it?
Nah, I ain't see him right. I mean, another part. We
Right, you can't even see him.
When he asked me, did I get that kite?
Okay.
He sent me more than one. He sent another one and said he got $7K. I could take that. I'll leave.
Where's that?
I don't know where it's at.
You lost it?
Nah. I sent it on out to my folks.
Okay.
Sent it on out to my folks. My sister.
Okay.
Now it's getting interesting, right? What you just heard on that one, and this is just me summing it up. It's Cornelius testifying to the fact that Straight Drop got him a kite, a note, and got the rock man to drop it out to him where he was inside 201 Shelby County Jail. The note, in short summary, says, I got 7 bands, 7 G's. That's all I got. Cause Jook and Govan leaving us out here to by ourselves, and they ain't messing with us. I mean, they ain't getting us no lawyers and not handling their business, just letting us take the downfall and trying to wash their hands. So that's all I got. Just tell them it was you and Govan instead of me and you, is what he's saying. And that's just a summary on that. And what I found interesting, and what y'all gonna hear also, is gonna be another bombshell. And that's why Govan is scrambling and got less time for gambling, because he don't care about nothing but sports betting. and he ain't that good at it from what I heard, is that he met Cornelius a day before. He tried to lure Cornelius back to South Haven, where he got arrested at. Remember, Govan just got arrested heading to South Haven with some bogus tags and everything while he out on a bond for the murder of Young Dog. He do not care. So you got to ask yourself, what's in South Haven? Well, on December the 8th, 2021, Cornelius and Govan had a meeting in South Haven, December the 8th, 2021. Cornelius got arrested on his way back to South Haven, December the 9th, 2021. Luckily for Cornelius, the police pulled him over because he, I do believe, was headed to his deathbed, being lured back to lose his life so that he won't be a liability, because you see what happened to Jook and Teezy, right? Even Straight Job was running from it, because that's what they do in this murder game. You can't turn it off, but everybody gonna be disposable if you ain't at the top of the, the food chain. So that's for to come out too. So let's keep breaking this down. Hope y'all appreciate it. Let's continue. True.
For what you just testified to, didn't you?
After I was locked up,
You got paid,
my
right?
lawyer was paid.
You got $50,000 to pay a lawyer, right?
I didn't get it in my hand. Correct. I don't know how much it was, but correct, my lawyer got paid.
Okay. And there's no question that that money was for services rendered. Killing Dolph.
Basically.
You took it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did your conscience bother you? Your conscience.
After I came to my senses, yeah.
Did you say, I can't have that money? I can't use that money, because you still got a lawyer here.
Nah, I ain't say that.
You took the money.
Yeah, I took the money. I got
The original lawyer in your case got $50,000 to represent you. Did he not?
I don't know exactly how much you got. I don't know. I can't say.
All right. And you knew that, just we're all clear here, that money came from CMG, right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly who, but yeah.
All right.
Okay, right here. I know that's self-explanatory. That money that you received for your lawyer came from CMG. I don't know how much it was, Cornelius said, but did it come from CMG? You're right. Yes, it did. I don't know how much it was, but that's why I have a lawyer here. Compliments to CMG. Ooh-wee. That's on public record. Now, I have heard there's a lot of things going on with Gotti. A lot of people saying he getting prepared for something. He getting nervous now because quit scrambling, trying to get some intel. Cornelius telling. Govan told first, but he broke his proffer agreement. So I guess the numbers was too high because he turned down the plea deal. And now he going to work. So I don't see no other reason why he will be walking around in the pen when the pen got them burners and they see you, they gonna call the streets. So, ooh-wee, let's go. True.
The day that you shot Dolph, the day before that, did you know you were going to shoot Dolph?
Nah, I ain't know nothing about all this, but I ain't know we gonna catch Dolph or nothing. But the next day was the day we caught Dolph, that was my baby girl's birthday, to be honest.
Okay.
And I know I told her about a house, buying them a house and all that, because I knew that they already had hits on everybody's head and we was out looking for somebody. We didn't know we were gonna catch Dolph, we didn't know who we were gonna catch.
Once again, there you go. They knew, I knew they had already had bags on a lot of PRE members' head. Except for Daddy L, right? That's a strong statement right there, people. So that's another reason why Cornelius is tough. And his family tough. He knows more than y'all think he know. So whoever they is, there's a lot of them co-conspirators. And that's where the feds come in at. But let's continue. True.
When you met with Jook and Quet, Quet was doing most of the talking. Govan, right?
He tough.
And you testified earlier about this, just to be clear, Govan, before the hit on Dolph, before you did it, had already negotiated with you to get $10,000.
Yeah, from me and $10,000 from Justin.
Okay. Now, I want to be clear about, I'm going to get to that in a minute, but I want to make sure $10,000 to you, you talked about it before, and then he came back to you after the fact and asked you about the 10 because he wanted his money, right?
Yeah, I want a man too.
Okay. Now, you said today, pretty matter-of-factly, that he had the same $10,000 from Justin. But when you were interviewed by law enforcement in August, they asked you that. And you said, I think he had the same deal with Justin. Right? So do you know it or do you think it?
I probably did say that then, but basically I'm saying the same thing I said then.
So you're not sure?
I'm saying the same thing I said then.
Okay, that you think he did.
I'm saying the same thing I said then. You can put it how you want to put it, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
I'm putting it the way you put it.
What I know, you know what I'm saying? What I know.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you know it, why would you tell them then that you thought it? I think he got it. Why wouldn't you go? He got it. He had the same deal. I was there.
Yeah, because just ain't bring me my money, so I don't know what he gave me. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Hoping to walk free if you go in and testify in this case, right?
Yeah, before I talk to them folks and stuff like that, like, before I talk to them, that's what I'm telling my sister, them, like, man, I ain't never did no police ass shit, but, you know what I'm saying? Quet already told them everything. They already knew everything, so.
Quet already told them everything. They already knew everything, so.
So, we already know that Quet had already told everything. They knew everything because Quet had already told them everything. See, that's so credible because, as y'all could find out, Quet was already gonna tell them, go holler at William Massey if they come questioning him. But you can't escape the fact that them cameras that was on his house, why y'all think they let him out on a $90,000 bond when he's the alleged mastermind, the one that facilitated this? That don't make him the mastermind, but it does make him part of the conspiracy. So we can already assume one of his charges is conspiracy that carries up to 40 years. And he got 2 more. So he guilty of that. Right? Let's go. True.
So I might as well, you know, tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Tell my road, tell his road, you know what I'm saying? So be honest.
Wait, and you bring up Quet in this letter. You even tell your sisters that when you saw Quet on December 8th.
So there you go right there. When you saw Govan on December the 8th, the very day before you got arrested, the next day on December the 9th, you had met up with Quet on December the 8th in South Haven. You was headed back the next day when you got hemmed up because they was waiting. And they probably saved your life. See, that's how the feds work. They already knew he was racing towards your death. And listen to his testimony, because he's going to tell you what Quit told him when they come knocking on his door. And since they got all the evidence, cameras, all his testimony, proper agreement from Govan, he broke that. Now he's scrambling. Pay attention, it's true.
It was like he had a limited time to find somebody to pin this on. Talking about Quet.
Hey, you know, I was just getting locked up, right? So I wasn't finna say, yeah, that was me. I'm not finna say, y'all know that was me or nothing like that. Any letter. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna do that.
You hadn't just got locked up. Agreed? You got locked up in December. This is in March.
Yeah, but I'm still just locked up over here. I came over here in January 11th. So I'm over here now, and I know, man, everything I do, say, whatever, right, they might intercept it. They might listen up. They listen on the phone, so I can't talk like I really want to. You know, letters or nothing.
You repeatedly say in these letters.
Well, y'all, we're going to conclude this video right here for this portion. Once again, you're looking at Desmond Rogers, who got murdered right across the street. Govan got it on camera. The day after, soon as they found a Mercedes, they clipped Desmond Rogers right across the street from the same place that they did all them activities, washing the car, fingerprints, following Govan's orders, and even murdered Desmond Rogers in the same location. That tells y'all a lot. So I want to hear that innocent. My name True. Like, share, subscribe. I will support Cash App $, TRUUUUUU. I'm out.